Well, blimey, here we are again. Friend of the channel, Charlie Hubbard, has been collecting a load of trucks for me, and so I'm going to go through what I have managed to pick up. Instead of sending to me this time, I've collected in person in the United States, and so that is fun. We've got Blockhead and Maximus from Monster Machines. We have the Superstore exclusive Avenger, the Black Widow body, looking very cool indeed. Looking forward to opening this up. I had considered keeping it mint in packaging, but I feel that it's a toy that needs to be played with, and so I'm going to get it out and it will race on the channel at some point in the not too distant future. We then have, finally, for me, Mix 33, a series that has since come out in the UK, but when Charlie first picked them up, these were only available in the States, so glad to finally have them. Then we have the continuation of Fire vs. Ice. We have here first Zombie vs. Northern Nightmare, very cool set. I'm really looking forward to opening up that zombie truck. And then on the bottom there, we have ourselves Megalodon Fire and Monster Mutt Dalmatian Ice, which I managed to pick up myself from Walmart before I did this review. Let's start off with Mix 33 and the 25th anniversary Avenger. This has been out quite a while, so I can understand if you didn't really want to watch this bit of the review, but this is my first reaction to seeing it, and it looks very cool. Lots of good little details on this truck. A lot of people weren't a big fan of this. I quite like it. In lieu of a real sort of full neon green Avenger, this is quite close, or the closest we've got, I feel. Please, for the love of God, Spin Master, release the neon green. Very cool truck, very nicely detailed. Moving on, we have Captain's Curse on the retro tyres, the floaties. Red roll cage, black chassis. This is the black Captain's Curse, which is very cool indeed. Didn't think that they would be releasing this truck again, but here it is. A surprise to us all, I think. Very cool truck. I really do actually quite like Captain's Curse. I know we're getting a Willy-style body for Black Pearl. I feel that's somewhat of a sort of throwback to this truck. That's headcanon anyway. I know it's a production mistake, but here we are. It's a very cool looking truck. Not a lot to say more about it. Bad Habit, on the other hand, this is a very interesting truck to talk about. Now, me knowing nothing, I thought, wow, this is a really unique looking truck. I've never seen this body shape before. Wow, wow, wow. Not wholly accurate to any version of Bad Habit, of course, but it's something at very least. It could be mistaken for a Jeep body. Now, that was before I knew that the Monster Jam trophy truck existed and that it's the exact same body as that, and they have just done a reprinting of it, which includes the trunk section, boot if you're in the UK. It's very interesting. I'm not sure about it. It's a cool looking truck. You know, it's not accurate to any version of Bad Habit, but it's still cool. This, on the other hand, this is a very, very, very cool truck. Recreation, the truck that has yet to appear on Monster Jam, one of several actually. Recreation is very nicely detailed. Of course, it's got the big plastic section at the back here compared to the metal front end, which feels a little bit like a cop-out. Obviously, they've done things like the Thunderbus and Fastro van recently, which is all metal, and this could have been, but I can also understand why they haven't. For weight reasons, it would be quite heavy, and also very difficult to detail on this sort of ridged section. It would have had to be in a fully new mould and only usable for a camping style truck, and once they've done recreation, they've sort of done them all. Very, very well detailed. Go outside and play written in big bold letters on the very top. Lots of bumper stickers, the bears all inside, the windows, raccoons, all sorts there. Even the rusting detail along the side of this truck, making it look a little bit older. Recreation, very nice. On to Fire vs. Ice then. We start with the set that I managed to pick up, which is Megalodon Fire versus Monster Mutt Dalmatian Ice. Starting with Megalodon Fire, this is almost a complete redo of the original. It looks almost identical to the original version, in fact, I think anyway. Which is a bit of a shame, because we saw with the Fire Gravedigger and Fire Max D that they've completely redone those schemes, making them, in one of their cases, better, and one of their cases worse, and it's up to you to decide which one is which. We've got the Fire tyres, which I'm not a huge fan of, but it works with the theme, I guess. The yellow roll cage on a black chassis. This is Megalodon Fire, pretty much as it was. Then we have Monster Mutt Dalmatian Ice, which again is kind of a reprint. I'm quite pleased about this one because I don't own it. Basically, I already own a Megalodon Fire, which is kind of why I'm a bit down on it. But the ice trucks, they're all new to me, and it's very cool. It looks like a Dalmatian. Interesting, the box didn't have Monster Mutt Dalmatian printed on it. Just had the Monster Mutt logo. It is definitely Dalmatian though, you can tell by the dog tag on the back as per usual. It's got blue ears, blue tail, very cool. Next up we have Northern Nightmare Ice versus Zombie Fire. And I'm excited about both of these, I don't own either. Zombie Fire, I believe, is also a complete reprint from the original run in 2019. But again, I don't own it, so I'm quite pleased about that fact, and it is a very good looking truck. I will, of course, be chassis swapping all of these because I don't like the fire tyres or the ice tyres. So, yeah, I'm going to be getting rid. But, yeah, this is a really nicely detailed truck. I like the molten brain on it. You've got the yellow teeth there with the red inside sort of looking like molten fire. And you can see the skin all burned and everything. It really looks very cool. And one of very few zombies to feature a very slightly different logo. The Zombie Fire logo is on the side there. It's a shame that the back of the bed doesn't have more detailing on, but that seems to be the case with a lot of Monster Jam trucks, so I won't hold it personally accountable. Northern Nightmare Ice. This is a very cool looking truck. Get the pun, it's quite cool. Yeah, it's cold, in fact. You can see a very faint sparkle on it, which has the same on all of the ice trucks. It's got like the Sparkle Smash clear coat, the glittery, somewhat pearlescent finish to it. It's very, very nice. Adds to the truck line immensely, makes it look like it's actually frozen. Very nicely detailed, all of the blue shades of leaves. You've got the ice tyres, which again I'm not keen on, but I will be chassis swapping this to something with blue rims or light blue rims, which, if you're wondering, is the recent Megalodon releases. Moving straight along to our monster machines, we have Blockhead and Maximus. We're going to start off with Maximus. Very cool looking truck. One that doesn't feature a windscreen, which is interesting, but I had a look. The real version has like a sort of windscreen. You can see they've molded it into the plastic section there, which does the job on this release. Obviously, I will be chassis swapping these as well over to the Spin Master chassis. The very nicely detailed sides are what I want to highlight here. They've put a lot of effort and work into making that all accurate. You can see the red robes at the back there, the cape of the Roman centurion outfit. More detail work on the other side, which I don't know if it's the same on both sides or if it's different art on both sides, but it's very nice and accurate. You've got the Maximus logo on the front there, and you can also see the lion wrapping around the front of the sort of shield piece. It looks fantastic. I really like this truck. Of course, the red mohawk of the Centurion armor there as well. Moving right along again, we have Blockhead. This is one of the most unique trucks that has been released in toy form, sure, but that has even existed in a long time. It's a very cool concept, a Lego truck built out of blocks, and the build techniques do actually make sense. From somebody who knows Lego, this works. You could build this out of Lego, and I want to try at some point, but I will do that at some point in the future, I'm sure. This is a very cool looking truck. You can see all of the raised divots of the like Lego pieces, all of the little pimple pieces. You've got the Blockhead logo several times over. This is the weird bit of the truck. I'm not a big fan of the sort of 3D Strange World kind of face on the Lego brick, but here we are. It's a very cool looking truck, and I'm a big fan of it. Finally, we have the 1 of 5,000 Avenger, the Black Widow body. If you don't know the story behind this truck, Jim Kohler was a big fan of the truck Black Widow. He went up against it in racing at an independent show, really liked it, and so when Spin Master asked him what design they wanted to put on the Avenger 1 of 5,000 piece, he said, do something like that. And so that is why this exists. It looks awesome. It looks very spooky, kind of Halloween-y. We all thought it was going to be like a Halloween exclusive truck for this year. Nope, we were wrong. It's just a 1 of 5,000 Jim Kohler expose kind of thing. The Team Scream logo on the very top. You've got all of the logoing of Avenger normally, but also that Black Widow spider. And honestly, I really hope that this gets a full release as a like full real life truck at some point. Maybe in the autumn shows, he just runs this scheme. It would be very, very cool. He would obviously have to get permission, but I love it. It's such a cool looking truck. And in my opinion, this is everything a 1 of 5,000 should be. It's a unique piece. It has painted rims, painted BKT printing. It has a painted header. It's perfect. So there we have it. 11 trucks reviewed, thank you has to go to Charlie Hubbard over at Off Track Productions, who managed to source almost all of these for me and hold them until I arrived to pick them up. Thank you so much, Charlie. I really appreciate it. I might go and find some more trucks in stores while I'm in the States. We shall see what happens with the time that I get. But until that point, that'll be it for this time. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like. Do subscribe to the channel, and we shall see you again for more stuff in the future.